All right, so in this video, I'm just going to show you real quick how to get your random sample of 30 marathon runners that we discussed in class earlier this morning. Now, if you don't have the spreadsheet that you need, if you picked up your note packet from me at school, it's the very, very last page. But if you don't, or if you didn't pick up your note packet from me yesterday, and you printed it off based on this Word document, it's not at the end of that. So you need to go grab this marathon sample spreadsheet Excel file, which looks like this. And for right now, I just need you to take a random sample of 30 runners from the Lincoln, Nebraska Marathon. And so if you want to randomly select 30 runners, then this is where I need you to go to random.org. And at random.org, up here at the top under numbers, I want you to go to integer sets. And we want to generate one set with 30 unique random integers. So it will ignore repeats and give us 30 truly unique numbers. Each integer should have a value between 1 and 974. Why 974? Because there were 974 total runners in the marathon. Now, the only other thing that I would change here is down here, I would order the sets by the values that occur in them. And what that means is the 30 random numbers that it generates, it will then present them in smallest to largest order. And it'll just make it easier for you to go through the PDF file of the entire data set instead of flip-flopping around and going from one page to another page, back to the first page, and over to this page. It'll just make it nicer. So now press go or get sets. And so what you might do is just write these 30 numbers down, maybe just to the left of the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, etc. So you know what runner numbers you have to go find, and that represents your 1st through 30th runner. And so for me, my first runner is I need to go find the runner who got in 17th place. And so now if I go back to my website, you want to select this PDF file of the marathon population data, which looks like this. And this is all based on what place that these runners got. And so, here's our fastest runner, but I need to go find number 17. So number 17, good old Tom Jackson from Illinois, Tom Jackson. But the second line are the 4 things that I want you to write down on your spreadsheet. So the first thing was age. All right, well, how old's Tom Jackson? Tom Jackson's 37. He is a male, so then under gender, you can put M. Time. He finished in 168.5 minutes, and his pace is this 6.43. He ran 6.43 minute per mile on average for the 26.2 miles. Okay, so the bottom line, again, are the 4 main things that I need you to record. So then I would go find, all right, well, who got 28th place? So I go back to here. And again, this is where it's nice if you do it in order. I'm still on the first page, it just happens to be. So then Mr. John McVeigh from Nebraska, he's a 27-year-old male, and he ran the marathon in this time with this pace. And so there's runner number 2. And then go find 49, and then 72, and then all the way to 970. And then that should give you your 30th runner. Now, if you want, you could go ahead and calculate what the average age of your 30 runners are, what the average time, overall time, and what the average pace was for your 30 runners. We will, at some point, use those values in some projects. Really, I just want you to get your first sample of 30 runners. Eventually, next chapter, you're going to need to get another sample of 30 runners. And eventually, in chapter 9, you're going to need to get a much larger random sample of 60 runners. All right? So if you want to get these now or later, purely up to you. But for right now, just get one random sample and record all of that data for me.